Hello, visuals, and I've just had a lovely dump. Welcome to the Visual Guyz Ramble on Shenanigans. Christy Bergie's back.
Yeah.
He's potentially going to be stuck in London again. Well, were you potentially going to be stuck in London?
Yeah.
Potentially going to be stuck in that London. You've been driving through the old Oxford, though.
Yes, I went out a lot of Oxford and London this week.
Obviously, Oxford being my old neck of the woods, my old stomping ground. It's lovely to be in Oxford.
It's nice actually. I like driving in Oxford. A lot of countryside. Like, I could live down here.
Oxfordshire itself's just Oxfordshire itself's lovely. I mean, I'd rather be up here because we're close to the Toon and all that kind of shit. But I did like being from Oxfordshire and whatnot. But we're nearly at Christmas, Chris, and Chris is going to do some more Christmas shopping. How many times do you get sick of hearing the word Christmas at Christmas time?
As soon as I fucking hear it.
Like, I love Christmas. One of my favourite times of the year, if not my favourite, maybe just after Halloween. But I hate hearing that same word over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like I work at a concrete plant. I get sick of hearing the word concrete. Like, it does my fucking head in. It's concrete.
I get driver a lot.
Driver!
Driver!
Come here, driver! Is that what they call you? I have a name? Yeah, we know. Your name's Driver. Oh, well, that's why your name's Driver then, mate. Sorry.
Driver!
Is that what your new name's going? Welcome back to the podcast with Dan and Driver.
Yeah.
Dan and Driver, could be related to Adam Driver. We're cousins of Adam Driver. But it's, you just brought up a good point as well, Chris.
Did I?
Yeah, in our last podcast. I was thinking about it when I was upstairs.
What did I bring up?
I don't think you meant to. You mentioned, which film was it now? A certain amount of years older film. In the last podcast, you said a certain amount of years, it's been X amount of films. Was it 300? You said it's been out for this amount of years. Yeah, I won't tell. We're gonna go back and rewind. We're talking. I think it was 300 because you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I haven't
seen it. And you said it's been out for X amount of years. Like it's been out for like 10 years or whatever, 15 years.
I don't know if I mentioned how long it's been out for.
Yeah.
I think you're confusing two films here.
No,
I mentioned that I have not watched 300.
Yeah.
And then on a different story, I meant it's been 15 years since episode 9.
That's that might be what it is. You referenced the time frame jump, and then I was upstairs like doing away because a TikTok popped up on my TikTok of a video of being back in your youth and all that kind of shit, and it is fucking weird. That amount of time that's just like you think about every year when you get to Crimbo and you're like, it's fucking Christmas again. Like you remember when, like I don't know if you do it, you're joking around in like April and like, oh, it's gonna be Christmas, and the next thing you know, it's fucking Christmas. Like I was joking in April, but that's here again. It's like I saw like, the Lego movie was 10 years ago.
A lot of things 10 years ago.
But mate, do you not just like does it not blow your mind? Like, see, right now, if we say next Christmas, it feels like we do it all the time with films. I can't wait for a film to come. Next thing you know, we're sat in the cinema. Yeah. Does it not? I was literally just thinking this while I was dumping. Does it not blow your little titties off, mate? How this is just proper speeding by.
We'll be dead shortly.
No, exactly. We will. We think, oh, it's all right. We've got plenty of time, you know, for this, that. And you're like, hang on a sec. When did the last 50 years ago?
Mate, I think we're closer to death than we are, but we're being born now.
Probably true for me more than you, mate, especially with my arteries. But it's just, I remember being in the cinema watching the Lego movie, mate, and it does not feel like 10 years ago. Mate, I was 20. I'm an old fat 30-year-old. What the fuck? Like, how scary is that? So, like, you know what it is? You got to live in the moment, man. You got to live in the moment. That's like that. Literally cannot be more true.
Do you know when you go on Facebook, some old timelines popped up?
Don't, mate, because one of Ellie popped up yesterday and I was sat at work and I started proper bawling. But carry on, because you're not going to mention Ellie.
No, just... I want some weird shit.
Mate, I know what you mean. Yes. Cringy, horrible.
What popped up yesterday?
Oh, no.
No, I can find it. It was like, what the fuck? What the hell was I thinking?
The way you used to... do you remember when you used to write stuff when you'd like tomorrow, like T-O-M-Z, Tomoz?
Yeah.
And all that, and 2 was number 2, and what you up to and shit like that. Oh my God, why did we speak like fucking Neanderthals? Oh, I know exactly what you mean though, mate. A lot of cringy shit.
I can't find it now.
know.
I had one that popped up a few years, like it said, oh, this was 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and it just says, fuck the X Factor. That's all it said was, fuck the X Factor. Why were you typing that, you cringy little bastard?
Mine was 10 years ago. That was like 24, 25. And so about this little duckling's off the bed because I'm knackered or something. I'm like, why am I that?
This little duckling's off the bed. No. But,
what the fuck?
Yeah, oh no, because you're right. Little duckling. But you bring up a great point. You used to write so much horrible, cringy, tacky, horrible stuff. Like even when I put Newcastle statuses up, like they've been popping up, like, you know, off that tune, can't wait, fuck whoever we were playing and whatnot, thinking I was some sort of football hooligan or whatever. And it's like, like, I would love to go back to older Dan and just curb stomp the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like even older pictures, mate. Me with my fucking massive long hair with my hat on and my bandana under my hat and shit, thinking, you look like a fucking bellend. But at the time, that long-haired fucking skinny little freak thought, this is quite cool, isn't it? Looking like Dappy from N-Dubs. No, you fucking horrible white prick. Oh, mate.
On this day, 12 years ago, even though it's not 12 years ago.
Yeah.
No. Early night for me, I'm fucked.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice normal. That's not too bad.
I'm just going through 13 years ago, a long bloody day. I'm going to get sorted, chill, and watch a DVD.
So that's all right, yeah.
Watch a DVD.
Watch a DVD. No. How old are you, mate?
No.
What the fuck?
Just had an Xmas dinner at work. It was nice.
That's like an old person writ that, and that's you from how many years?
That was back in 2010.
Oh no, Chris was old in 2010. I've been trying to love my Xmas dinner. Alright, Grandad. That's a fucking old one. Jeez.
Oh, it's fucking cringy, isn't it?
It's like your Facebook's trying to shame you.
It is, isn't it?
It's like, hey, remember you used to be an embarrassing little twat? Oh, I wish I could bring up mine, because mine have been some awful... Like I said, fuck the X... I don't like X Factor. So why was I sat there one night and I saw it necessary to literally... As in, write it as in FUKDA X... I probably didn't write Factor right. Fuck the X Factor. Like I was repping some ends, like we're East Side. Fuck X Factor. Oh, it's horrible and cringe and weird and...
Anyone sends me a text like that with fucking short writing and all that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Mate, I used to write it like that though. Why did we do that? And then why did we stop?
I used to get told off a lot for writing like that at school.
Everybody did it. When did culture change that now you have to write properly and formal, full... Because I'm a fucking idiot, mate. How far into a sentence does a full stop go? Is it to get out of breath? Is it...
It differs all depending on the aspect of how you're telling a story and where you put a full stop, where you put an exclamation mark.
See, would you have put a full stop there? Or where you tell a story, full stop. But then you can't start a sentence with and, can you?
No.
Yeah, so I've done loads of shit where I put a full stop and started with and went...
If it's going to start with an and, you put an exclamation mark.
Oh, I don't know this shit, mate. Just want to write a message. You're writing
a message, but... It's different. Obviously, you don't send emails, so you don't know.
No,
I
lucky,
send a lot of emails.
Lucky, I don't. Yeah, I know you do. Stronger than an email.
Even though I'm a wagon driver, I still send a lot of emails. I don't know why.
Because you're an old man. Send an email. I'll email this one. Your head office will hear about this. You can see you sat on the couch with like a box of some sort of frozen food and be like, bring up Tesco or whatever and be like, yeah, so the avocados on this grown locally or not? And have you got a complaint, sir? No, I just wanted to speak to somebody about avocados.
I don't know why everyone contacts me through email though. At least every day I'm replying to an email. And I'll get to the end of my shift at work and I'll chill out, right? Check my emails, right? We'll reply to that one.
See, I don't even check emails.
Every day at least I reply to one.
At one stage there would have been cool, like, hey, I'll email you. Give us your email. Imagine if you were going uptown, right, and you were a single bloke or a girl and you're like, hey, can I have your email? You'd look at them thinking, the fuck are you? You got Snapchat, you get WhatsApp, you probably, I could be wrong, I'd imagine it's Instagram
back
now.
then though, it was because she had fucking, what do we call it? Not MSN.
Hotmail? I remember B-Boy.
Oh, what the fuck do you call it? They used to talk to a lot of people online on chat.
Was that not MSN?
Maybe it was MSN.
I remember there was an MSN, but I don't know if it's the time period you're thinking of. But I definitely remember I used to chat on MSN. Would your Bebo open up in the background?
Maybe it was MSN then. Maybe it was MSN.
Fucking Bebo, man. Did you have you ever run that? No. It was like, I think it was like a shit Facebook. Like, I think probably now mine's probably still a cringy picture of me giving it like with long hair and like a picture of Newcastle or whatever, saying Newcastle fought life and shit like that. It's like the kids that go around here spray painting CA1 for life and shit, and I'm looking at them, fuck off. Just, it's a postcode, it's CA1, it's weird
when
as
When
shit.
I was down south, I kept seeing 10 foot on every bridge. I was like, what the fuck does 10 foot mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Just spray painted on every fucking bridge.
10 foot?
Yeah.
Can't say when I was repping Oxford City Sun, I don't remember seeing 10 foot everywhere.
What the fuck does 10 foot mean?
Just usually means a height. The fuck knows? Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe there's somebody that's 10 foot, like creature walking around there, like 10 foot sighting, bruv, 10 foot. Ah, fuck knows.
Did you ever get behind the Blackberry scene?
No, because it always felt pedo-y to me.
It does now, but
yeah.
I was at the BBC scene.
Loads of people had one. It's the way that they sat and typed like they were business accountants. Like, just gotta get my Blueberry or whatever, Blackberry, whatever the fuck it is. And just typing away, and I was like, because at the time, like I said, I was always Nokia, and I think I had the Fallout Boy Nokia slide phone at the time, thinking that was cool as shit because it was a music phone. And then I'm Blackberry with loads of buttons and stuff, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are you absolutely grassing somebody up here or some shit? That's a non-slap. Yeah, it was a weird old scene. Everybody had them though. Mm. They were quite dear as well, were they not? Yeah, I remember them being quite fucking dear.
I was in the BBC. What's your BB?
Is that what it was called as well? So that makes it extra noncy. Yeah. BB. Have we got a BB? What's your BB? Ah, give us your BB. But no, yeah, it would be interesting to see how kids intermingle uptown these days and how
have you seen how kids are nowadays though?
Yeah, but do they walk up to you and say, "Have you got the gram? Do you have the gram? Can you give us your digits in the gram?" They're going to say that shit. My Instagram's full of thumbnails of me holding Lego sets and that, so I can't say, "Here's an Instagram. It's me, Lego Tower. Here's fucking my favourite Pokemon." I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This is a nonce account."
I was speaking to one of my sisters yesterday, the other day. I was like, what can I get Warren for Christmas? What is he into? What is he like? And she was like, well, I've just bought him a bag. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh, it's not a man bag, is it?
Yeah.
Ty does the same.
I was like, what have you bought him a bag for? He says he wanted one. I said, you do realise Trevor's going to kick off with this? Well, Trevor can fuck off. Yeah, he wanted one. So we've got one. I was like, well, yeah, fair enough. But
Why? No, you are right though, mate. I've seen it so many times where you see the kids going down Botchagate on their bikes, the man bag. A certain like the younger boys at work have these fashions called CP. Yeah, it's got see-through bits like circles, like binoculars on the arms and that. And I'm like, why the fuck is that there? You're not walking. What?
It's got what?
Like imagine like a little, you know, like you'd go to like an aquarium or some shit. There might be a little I Spy bit to see like smaller fish. It's got them like there and like there and shit.
Why?
I don't fucking know, but I think it's called Montclair. And it's probably, I was going to work with one of that the other day, and there was a jacket called Moose Knuckles or some shit. And the guy was in his car, and he went, that's a grand jacket. That I was like, throw a fucking thing in. I think Moose don't even have knuckles, do they? Moose they have knuckles. Oh well, there you go. But I was like, that makes no sense. A grand for a jacket. It's called Moose. What the fuck?
This was decent.
Well, no, normal.
But no one buys super dry anymore, apparently.
Mate, normal. Well, to my fashion jorts, a flannel and a superhero shirt. Mine's generic American comic book reader.
Jeans, t-shirts, all that, yeah. But when it comes to, like, say, I've always liked these super dry jackets. So I'll always buy a super dry jacket. But when it comes to jeans, fucking boots and everything else, then it's just, right, I like them jeans. I'll get them.
Yeah.
I'm not really fussed about design.
Brands, yeah. Not bothered. But it's a weird one. Even like the trainers now, I don't like how they're like springs and they've got extra back bits as if like, I don't know, you're trying to do a ramp off somewhere. It's weird as fuck. I was like, what happened to a classic shoe?
Yeah.
Like me, I love a solid, well, not in that condition, then will work on, but a solid high top, or even just like a Nike Air. But now it's all these springy things with fabric and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like they're ready for the moon to bounce. It's weird as shit. Like, speaking of time, how fast? Like, I remember being in school and seeing what kids were buying from JD and all that kind of shit, to now what they're buying and this CP stuff and Montclair and all that. And like, what? I don't understand. It's literally two different. It was only not long ago, like we were in school, but it feels like millennia apart. Like when Ty rocks up with his little fucking weird outfits and his man bag and that, and I'm thinking, I could have sworn if you rocked up to school when I was younger there, you would have got a brick launched at you. Like, you remember, you couldn't go to school with like Netto. Remember the Netto bags? If you had a Netto bag in school, you were getting fucking battered.
You got ripped.
Or if you walked in with your Reebok Classics, but now Reebok's like a big Fred Perry and that. That used to be like now it's like, hey, Fred Perry. It's like,
Burberry was a fucking big thing.
Mate, when culture shifts, who's the one that says it's now acceptable for, man bags and all that? Like, one person has to start it off.
Not me.
When does it, it's, but if you, mate, even think about fashion itself, like back in like the Victorian era where women would wear their mad fucking dresses and men would have their, and then when it changed from that and then changed from that, and then, like, who's making these decisions? It's so weird.
No idea. But you need to realise next year it's been 20 years since I left school. So it's
so long.
That's what I mean.
But even pop culture, like there was a time where you're like Spider-Man, haha, you're getting your head kicked in, to now it's Marvel and shit. It's like, oh, everyone loves a superhero. Like you'll even see like regular dads or whatever at Christmas time with their, Superman dressing gown. You're like, I could have sworn you would have bullied a kid in school for that. And when did it then? Who pushes the button on society to say this is cool now and this is not cool?
I don't know. I don't follow fucking that side of things. If I find something I like, I'll buy it. I'll wear it.
It's so hard to decide. Because I'm the same as that, mate.
I'm not in fashion whatsoever. I still wear fucking baggy jeans and shit like that.
Yeah, I love baggy.
I will not buy skinny jeans.
Yeah, I can't do because I've got a
Warren wears skinny jeans. I'm like, dude, I'm taking you shopping. Buying you some normal jeans.
Skinny jeans. Well, you see them like lads now. When you go to town, they've got them skinny jeans on. They stop there. They've got them shoes on. It's got the bit that missing at the front. They've got no socks on them. The tightest shirt ever. And you think, you just look uncomfortable, mate. That's all you look, is uncomfortable as fuck. Yeah, I don't. I love Primark because they've always got nerdy shirts. That'll do me. And get a nerdy shirt for £6, spot on.
My fashion back in the day was flared out jeans with a skull on the fucking pocket of the arse, chain, a fucking black t-shirt.
With a little green shit.
Yeah, long hair. That was my fashion back in the day. That was only 20 years ago.
I wasn't that far away from you, mate. I was exact same DC shoes on. Fucking, you got your wallet chain. The wallet never had out in it. You got your wallet chain on and shit. No, badges and a little beanie hat. Like, he did. One of those fucking weird.
I think that's why I say dude a lot nowadays, because I was just brainwashing into it.
I think that might, yeah. Well, I'm trying to think if it was used constantly.
I don't think it was. Even Bill still taking, you're alright, man, you're a dude, we're going to go surfing, dude. Sure, Bill.
See, it's meant. I'm having flashbacks of secondary school when I was down south, because I only did one year and I was in year 7. And I remember queuing up for history. Because, like, now, right, if you ask most people, even if it's a girl or a boy, whatever age, you go, Lord of the Rings. And they go, yeah, I love Lord of the Classic. I remember speaking to a couple of girls and boys about Lord of the Rings, and I could see in their eyes, look at me thinking, this is a fucking weirdo, this. Because I was sat there with my Lord of the Rings chain on, my Lord of the Rings pencil case and that, because it was at the height of looking at this thingy. And I remember looking at me thinking, this guy needs fucking sectioned. Like, now it's acceptable. I think most people say, Lord of the Rings fucking... Like, Star Wars. Star Wars was always like... Everyone's like, Star Wars, but it's Star Wars. And it's fucking mental. It still pisses me fucking clean off. Because Ty did it. My boy, my pal's boy said it to me not long ago. All these characters that are getting added to Fortnite, they've just added the turtles and whatnot, and they're always they're talking about gonna go on tonight, get a battle royale. They're on about it, work the two young boys and whatnot. And they're saying about the turtle lads from Fortnite, and that still to this day irks me. If I could become prime minister and make a law acceptable, it would be to kill somebody that says something's from Fortnite. It does the turtles from Fortnite or Transformers from no, you fucking little cunts. Oh, I just want to boom hoof them away, you horrible little bastards. But culture shifts. Like I said, time. It's like imagine in 10 years' time what it's going to look like.
Yeah, but still look completely different.
It's going to be weird as fuck.
It is. It will still look completely different. And even Warren will be saying, "Fucking, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do?"
Yeah.
Like, you were just as bad when you were fucking 10 years ago.
It's funny that every generation said it to each other as well. Back in my day, we did this and we did that, and then like you just said there, Warren, when he gets on, he'll say to like Liam, "Back in my day."
I think our generation was the last of our generation. Our the fucking humans. It's just all gone downhill.
Yeah,
we did shit that we could do.
Well, again,
we climbed trees. We fell out of trees. We swallowed river water.
You got dirty and minging.
Yeah.
I was reminiscing.
We were kids.
Yeah.
Since then, they've just fucking been cocooned and fucking stupid.
The younger boys I work with, I said to them, I said, did you ever have a part of your childhood where you'd literally, I remember leaving school, getting in, not even showering, just putting whatever on, leaving the house with no money on us, no nothing. You'd see your pals, and you'd see a couple of bikes out on the front. You go, oh, they're all at whatever's house. We're going to the field. We're going to go play Manhunt. We're going to do this shit. And I asked them boys, and they said they did that kind of stuff, which I couldn't get my head around because I thought, didn't you just grow up with technology? But they were early 2000s, so they might have just done a little bit of it. But I honestly, we were reminiscing about it all. And then, like them summer nights where you're out all day with your pals and the sun's starting to slowly set at like 8 o'clock. You know, we've been out all day. I'm starving and we've had no money because obviously you didn't have a job or anything. And you're wandering around in them late night walk homes, or when you'd be out and you'd stop at your pal's house and you just say, I'm stopping at his house. We're going to say we're stopping at his house. We're not really roaming the streets all night and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss it all. Like so, and like remember them older times where like you'd be in school and that, and you'd like there'd be a girl you like and shit, and you'd be like, no, and you'd be like, oh, and you feel like all shy and weird. Like now, I'll happily go up and talk to anybody. Like I'll talk to like 9 out of 10 people, unless they're that weird FNAF guy. I gotta stay away from him. Whatever the fuck whatever the fuck he was called.
Yeah.
I'm not going near that. That's definitely yeah. But like most people, I'll happily talk to. But back in the day, like, do you remember doing shit with your family, and they would take you to other relatives or friends of the family because you were young? You were like shying up and saying, "You want to go on, we'll see my pals," and you can feel like you can be yourself.
Yeah.
But now I feel like that person, like when Ty brings his fucking mates over unannounced, and I'm the old fucker thinking, who the fuck are you lot? You know what I mean? Oh, it's fucking
That's why I thought I'd visit at my house, because I'm like, fuck off, get away.
Oh, mate, no. Mate, I've been in Ty's position where I've been in a mate's house, the parents didn't know I was there, and they've walked in, your pupils are like, oh, they're going to say anything, and they're just singing. And now I've also been in the position where I've finished work, I've come in, my nephew's there with 4 of his mates on the couch, fucking Fortnite playing on the TV, thinking, who the fuck are you lot? Fuck off. And all these like, ooh, thinking, what the fuck? They're not. And I said to them, because what the fucking, Fingerless Felix? There's a kid that Ty Doss is with, and they were taking chase somewhere, and they went over a fence, and his mate lost the end of his finger. 4-fingered Felix. I think that's his name. Even my mum calls him it, because Ty just abandoned him. He got caught and Ty just left him, and at the end, it's only that bit. He lost his finger. There's a big tall guy with a mustache. He's not Ty's age. He must be 30. It's weird as fuck. But they were just sat there watching Fortnite. I said, why aren't you sat ripping the shit into him? And why aren't you giving him a dead leg? And why haven't you just messing around wrestling here?
It's mad how kids look nowadays.
It fucking is.
How old are you? Are you fucking 40?
Yeah, It would be scary being a bloke uptown now.
It is.
And if you're out there trying to find a girl, because you'd be like, hang on a sec.
Yeah.
You look 22, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've just literally walked out of year 10.
Yeah.
And it's fucking weird. But
it is. It's
I think the boys though look younger. Like I keep mentioning the young lads that I work with. One of them looks so young. He's 19, but fuck me, he looks so fucking young. And I'm like, why do the girls look older? But for me, like Ty, for me, example, he doesn't look. What is he? He's 14 or 15. But if I were to look at him in the street,
you wouldn't
10, 11,
yeah.
it's fucking... You're not going out because you want the drain cover, you little bastard.
But then some of them do look fucking 20 odd, and you're like, you'd have 12.
Like getting the stubble in and, oh, talking like that, oh, you doing? What should you do? It's bad as well because a lot of them, I mean, this is just guessing here, they'll be developing a lot of bad social skills because they're not interacting the same way. Like a lot of them will probably be interacting with headsets. There's nothing wrong with gaming. Me and you both do it. It's absolutely fine. But I feel like we built a foundation of a decent social structure.
I'm glad I was about before phones and technology.
Yeah. Let's quickly bring it up then. I'll have a fact for this. My internet's been off for the last week and a half, and I said, I keep going back to the boys at work, the young lads. I says, I don't reckon you could handle having internet with us for out a week. Don't get us wrong. It was fucking. It was a pain in the ass because I couldn't watch my shows. That was what was doing my head, and I wanted to watch Monarch. I had to go to Laura's house to catch up with everything, which is fine. But I had plenty to come into. Like, I like falling asleep with Netflix on, like Philadelphia, or listening to South Park or whatnot. It was doing my head in a little bit. But I didn't mind coming into the house and having a doodle or doing my little gem art shit or painting my Lord of the Rings. I was absolutely fine with it. I just put a bit of music on. But I reckon there'll be so many people now that if you said the internet's gone down for a week, it would. Ty hasn't been round because there's been no internet. I just think...
I've been in that situation. Obviously, we're moving house and shit, so obviously it takes a couple of days to get all activated.
Could you handle it now?
I couldn't.
Do you not think you could?
Nah, because all my devices are through the internet, my TV. I can't watch anything.
See, Teresa's still got a way to watch like channel 1, 2, 3 and shit.
So I can't watch anything on my TV without the internet. The Xbox, play certain games, but without having the internet, there's not a lot you can do.
Right, yeah.
Like a lot of my games are downloadable, so you can't really play them on the internet.
Yeah.
Phone, there's only so much you can do with your phone.
Have you got other stuff you could walk into though and just listen to music and do something?
I've got the colouring book.
Yeah.
And
because it was at times it was quite peaceful, like because until yesterday my Xbox TV hasn't been turned on. It's been off for a week and a day or 2 days, however long it's been, and it's quite nice.
I had to lend DVDs off my sister.
Yeah,
I
didn't even bother coming downstairs because I've got quite a few like Family Guy box sets and shit, and I didn't even bother. Just went upstairs, put podcast on because the phone was getting half decent internet, and just listened away and drew and doodled and scribbled. It was quite nice, but I really don't think... I'm surprised you actually said that, to be fair, that you would be out thinking. But I think there'll be loads of people now younger than us who'll be like, whoa, I need internet. I need to have a Google search. I need TikTok. I need Instagram. It's fucking mad. But then again, I'm quite good at not being on my phone. Like now, for example, when you leave, I'll put the podcasts together and I won't touch my phone again unless I need to reply to Laura or whatever. And actually watching the football.
So I mean, I'm quite good at putting my phone away and just chill out watching TV and shit like that nowadays.
Yeah, and the only time you'll go on your phone is when I come down and have a quick fag and make a coffee. I'll quickly scroll through, see if any new trailers dropped or any new, football memes and shit like that, and then okay, back upstairs. Like I really do think long format films like the fucking thingy, DiCaprio. Yeah, I feel like them sort of films are going to slowly die out because people will be in the cinema and they'll just want to go and look down. And whereas me and you, I know you were fidgeting because you were tired, but we were like glued to it. Yeah. We didn't see an urge to be like, I haven't checked my phone in a bit.
That's for me. Like I said, we do marathons, so as we do marathons over New Year's.
Yeah.
Fucking all day watching films.
And it's slowly going to die out. It's just weird as fuck. I can't get my head around it. It's mental.
It's just culture. Culture's weird.
Yeah, it's, and I understand that. Like I said, a lot of it is embedded into our day-to-day life now. Like you need it. Like even my mum was getting a bit antsy because she couldn't get on Now TV and watch a film. I said, yeah, Teresa, it'll be fine. Just do whatever. Said, the only time it would really, really, really irk me is if there was no other way to watch football. Like if I couldn't go to a pub or I couldn't watch it with house. That's the only time I'd be like, yeah, I need to watch football. That's when I need my internet on. Yeah, it's weird as fuck. And again,
I don't think I could be a kid nowadays though. Everything's just fucking technology.
Yeah, we were, but at the same time though, I was dad. Like I would be playing out all day, playing football at the park or whatever. I'd come in and turn the N64 on. So there were elements of technology.
But we had a mixture of both, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where kids nowadays, it's just like getting from school straight out to the tablet, have dinner whilst having the fucking work on the tablet.
It was always nice knocking on a pal's house and they're not knowing if they were in. Like, is so and so in? No, they're down to things. Okay, then you go, okay, they're all here.
Yeah.
That was always quite fun. Or having to arrange, like, well, I'll meet you so and so at this time.
Yeah, it's on a Friday after school, we all arranged to fucking meet up at a certain time to play fucking Hares and Hounds or fucking Knock and Mash or whatever.
Yeah, knocking fuck. I hate that. I always had to have a head start because I was so slow.
12 kids in the village. All meeting up.
So
I was the only one in the village.
That was gay? And the only gay in the village?
No. I was the only one in the village that was in a certain year. Everyone else was either above me or below me.
Ah, so you were the only one from that year. So when you were in school doing your classes, you couldn't really mingle with your pals. It was only afterwards you could.
Yeah.
It's a fucking strange one. Even groups. I could be wrong because we're not in them circles. When I was younger, same with you, there was always groups.
Yeah, I was with the hippie groups.
Skaters, fucking hippies. Skaters, grebos, your chavs and what, like your stoners and shit. But now it just seems to be like you don't see. Like you could still say they're chavvy, but kids now, to me, aren't what a chav is. No. They also don't fit the description of what an emo is or what a grebo is. They all seem to be this hybrid of. I wear Nike, but I love nerdy computer shit, and I like this kind of stuff. It all seems to be a hybrid of the lot.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be, which is kind of, I guess, a little bit better. There's no isolated groups and tribalism and shit like that. I mean, there'll still be kids that there might be a kid that wears a tracksuit, but they identify with emo-y music.
Yeah, in a way, it's good they've evolved from that, but also they've kind of evolved into weird, shitty groups like the fucking. You gays there, you have your lesbians there, you have your non-binaries fucking there, and it's like, Hallie, just what?
Yeah,
they've gone from how dress culture has moved to your sexuality culture now.
Yeah, I guess you could say this. To be fair, we might not see it as much as well because I feel like it's more of an American thing. Like over here, it's still the same. Like. Britain maybe, but Carlisle definitely doesn't really have many groups of thingies. There seems to be just sort of this. There will be people obviously in and around different spots and whatnot, but there just seems to be the same sort of. Like Carlisle always feels a couple of years behind, cultural like a London or a New York or a LA or Carlisle always seems a bit like. Well, I remember Grime down south was the biggest thing. Come up here, no one had ever heard of it. And about 5-6 years of being up here, people were like, have you heard of this guy Wiley or Bashing? Like, what's this fucking years ago? And it just sort of slowly moved its way up. But like up here, speaking of music, you had the MC stuff, which fucking.
I can't stand MC.
What about my high one two? What about this? Fuck up.
I could not stand MC.
And that never reached it down south either, though. That was always, I think that
Wigan Pier shit.
Wigan Pier, No Monkey, Blackout Crew, all that kind of shit. Which didn't make, because to me them songs were always, they had good songs.
They had good songs, but they fucking ruined them.
They remixed them and changed them and spoke over them. And 1 2, I'm on a mic. These aren't lyrics, mate. This is you making. They're not. As long as you get that you don't have to say anything. Like, there was no talent here because there was a phase in school where everybody was always getting decks. They're always getting decks, and I want to come over and we're emceeing that, and like you'd go over and you'd sit there, and I'd be sat there chilling in a Slipknot jumper, watching one pal trying to DJ, one pal trying to MC, thinking, what the fuck are we doing here? And it was weird as shit.
I don't have that culture.
Well, no, because I was like what's the word? I stuck out like a sore thumb because I come from a place that accepted, the grebos and the skaters and that. So when I rocked up wearing a Blink-182 t-shirt and my Vans and that, everyone was like, what the fuck is this? But because I got on with everybody, you had your people tucking their trousers into the socks with the Nike 110s, and then me, because there was more of them, we were doing more of that stuff. But we'd always come together with football anyway. So like football brought a lot of me and my pals together and shit. And it was weird. Like I said, now it's just all sort of, it just feels the same time. I know what you mean though. I guess there's a culture shift now. It's not so much fashion and music and shit. It's identity and all that kind of stuff, which has got different groups and whatnot.
Do you think as you've got Holder?
As I've got Holder.
As you've got older, it's harder to make friends.
I would usually say yes, but I think because there's something mentally wrong with me. There clearly is. I would. We've done it before at conventions, that though. We've spoke to people at cinemas and all that kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, there's different speaking to people and whatever else, but actually making friends.
Yes and no.
I think it is. I think it's a lot harder.
I would probably agree with you. I guess environment helps. Like the best example is my work. Someone like me shouldn't thrive at where I work because they're all old school current lads and all that kind of shit. They've never seen a fucking weirdo that builds Lego come into but we all get on because I'm so open about it, I'm not bothered. And when you break the two people have actually said to me, till I met you, I didn't think I'd like anybody like you. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool then because, you know, we've broken down barriers and shit like that. But I do see what you mean. But I think I still can because I'm like, I'm a pedo's wet dream. If I was a bit younger and they're waving a fucking box of Lego at me and a fucking dairy milk, I'm in that van. So I'm like, hey, yeah, you like this? Cool. But I guess for the normal people, the people that aren't like tapped like me, yeah, because you've and at the same time that you can't be bothered, I guess, because you've got your work, you've done your family shit. If you've got a wife and kids, you've got that stuff. The last thing you want to do is go out and make new friends. I
think that's my problem.
I'll let you out, pal, but if you're the drain cover, I'm going to launch you down the drain. Carry on, Chris.
I think that's my problem because I'm at work all week.
Yeah, your job's no good.
Nah. I just
no
don't want to socialise with anyone, so I'm not bothered about making friends. Or even... you're the only one I actually fucking meet up.
Yeah, well, I've got mates that I meet. I'll go to the house and watch football, but no, it's like doing shit. A lot of them have kids and whatnot, but you're at the same time you're quite open to like, hey, I know we haven't done one in a while, but do you want to go to a convention? Do you want to go out here? Should we go to the cinema? Like you're up for it because I think it's because we have a lot of common ground on that as well, though. But no, sometimes like when I get in from work as well, I'm kind of the same. I'll just give me a few hours to recharge and have a bit of alone time. But I'd be happy, like, if a new lad started at work, for example, that has happened on multiple occasions. Like, are you into this? All right, cool, no worries. Just if you want to go to the pub and watch, the whatever game's on, Liverpool game, I'll go watch it or shit like that. So, yeah, I do know what you mean. But I think a lot of people just want to finish work, go home, put the feet up. I guess if you didn't... He's definitely going for it.
He's got something in his mush.
Oh, did you already drive?
Yeah.
I didn't even see him go past me, mate. You little shit. Didn't even see him go past us. What the fuck? That's how fat and slow I am. I think most people just want to get in and recharge their batteries and unwind. But if somebody approached me when I'm wandering around town and said, hey, I really like, I don't know, your Pokemon shirt. I like Pokemon. Like playing Pokemon Go, I've met a few people that were sound to talk to and, whatever and that kind of carry on. I can't wait for a shower, man. I'm starting to stink. I need to take this off. I can feel the heat emanating from me, mate. So as soon as you leave, I'm getting a nice fucking shower. But yeah, it's time itself has changed dramatically, and time's getting quicker. And with time getting quicker, the times are just changing. And sometimes I don't understand, but I'm happy to stay in my lane. And people say, "Do you want to try this?" No, I'm happy in my lane.
Yeah, I'm
shit.
happy just sticking down the same lane. I'm not bothered about cultures or fucking shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm happy, I'll do this.
Yeah, you're not causing any harm to anybody. You're doing your thing. Just plod along. Well, and in life, obviously, I'd love to be a millionaire, but in life in general, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't need to adapt and change and fucking. I'll stay where I'm at.
If I'm gonna do a job, I'll be alright.
Yeah, apart from that's
like I said, otherwise from that, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm alright with money. I'm surviving. I'm healthy-ish.
Yeah, I'll go. Health. I'm definitely not. You've got a lot. You've beaten me on health by quite a bit, pal. But no, I'm happy doing my thing, mate. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what the next 10 years are going to bring. And they're going to be here in no time. It's going to be weird.
Where do you think we will? Where do you think it'll be in 10 years?
Like where I will be, or life, or society and culture.
Well, everything really.
There'll be something new to bicker about.
Yeah.
Something new that we've never heard of, but there'll be something new that's dividing everybody and making everybody bicker.
Yeah.
Music.
I reckon I'll be bold.
Wow. That's safe to say we're both pretty much there, mate. You know what I mean?
I've actually been thinking of just fucking shaving my head.
Well, this is quite short. This is I got a new thingy. This is the short as it would go. But like, look at the coldies on us, mate. You know what I mean? we are bold. We're just not there yet.
Yeah.
But we're bold. It's there's not beat around the bush. But I think I'll probably be fucking fatter, smoking more a day, fucking more of a Geordie accent, just putting it on. Tsunami! It'll be weird. Music will be different. Culture will be different.
Music. I don't listen to modern music.
no, it's fine. I get you. No, I get you.
Whatever's on the radio today, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you what's on the radio today.
No.
Only because I think I'm stuck in my era with me all the rock and the 80s stuff.
Yeah. No, that's fine, mate.
Yeah.
No,
music-wise, I've no idea what type of music that's played on the radio at the minute.
I'm quite open to music. My favourite's obviously pop rock, the Blinks, the Green Days and shit, and I will never... That's my main. But there are some modern hits that every now and then that come out. I'm like, I love a bit of that, love a bit of that.
So last time I looked into it, it was just a load of rap and shit, and I was like, what the fuck's all this?
I like rap,
I'll just step away from that and go back to my shit. But yeah, I have no idea who the next biggest... I see Taylor Swift's fucking blowing shit.
Yeah, I like Tate. I like Tate, yeah.
That's all I basically know on the music side of things.
Tim, I will say, I think music's definitely, it's the quality hasn't improved. For me, anyway, there might be people that adore what's out now, which is fair enough, because obviously, if I mention Blink-182 to a kid these days, they're like, that's a weird old band, I like this new stuff. To them, it's getting better. But yeah, I think, for me, late 90s, early 2000s, the Green Days, the Blinks and shit, for me, that was peak music for me. But I agree with you, like, the Guardians revisited the old 80s shit, which, like, this is just Mr. Blue Skies, Redbone, Come and Get Your Love and shit like that. Absolutely outstanding. Look at the state of me. I'm fucking pissing in sweat, mate.
Why?
I'm telling you, honestly, that summer has done something to my internal core. It's absolutely frazzled me somehow. When it was freezing not long ago, I'm still biking to work and shit like that, thinking, I'm sweating here. Everyone's like that at work, and I'm like, hey, I'm quite fucking what? There's something wrong with me that's permanently kept me on hot, and it's pissing me off because I hate heat and I love the cold. Oh, it's fucking bizarre, mate. I thought, yes, this frost is coming. I can't wait to be in bed and give a... Where I've been laying in bed going, fuck me. It's just with one blanket on and just joggers. Oh, there's something, honestly, internally, that summer has fucked me. Because I was, during that heat of that summer we just had, I was walking on like that. I would pass out here. And I could not cool down. And since then, I haven't really been able to hit a bit where I'm like, I'm nice and comfortable here. I'm fucking sweating.
A big fucking...
Yeah, don't get us wrong, this doesn't help. But I can guarantee you now, when you leave and I have a shower, I'll just stay in these and I'll still be warm. It's fucking weird, mate. I can't cool down.
I'm alright.
It's like a fucking walking furnace. I'm going to sweat chase after that drain cover. But no, yeah, it's a weird change and shift. Like I said, the next 10 years are going to be... I'll pass the question back to you quickly then. You asked me, what do you think it's going to be different in 10 years?
Well, me personally, I won't have changed much, I don't think.
I think once you
maybe
hit...
the hair, that's about it.
Once you hit a certain age, you probably just stay, like, that's you now.
It's for me. I'll be 45.
Hey! 45 years young.
45. It's a weird one because, like I say, it changes that much every year.
And you don't realise it changes.
Nah. You don't, eh?
Nah, like I said, like I said to you before, when the fuck did man bags become a thing? Like now they're just, like, I see them and I go, yeah, it's a kid with a man bag. But like when you don't see it.
I don't even know when they came in.
Yeah, no idea. For me...
If you wore a man bag at school back in my day, or a fanny pack as it was called, it was like, you'd get the piss taken off.
Mate, I used to wear a satchel like Indiana Jones, thinking I was Indiana Jones. Pals that I doss with now thinking, you're a fucking weird bastard. Because I was thinking called Alan from Hangover Part 1. Because I'm fat and a little bit of a beard and shit like that. I got my satchel and so satchel Indiana Jones had one. And fucking hell, man. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on.
It's I don't know, to be fair. I honestly don't know.
I look forward to it either way.
There'll be a lot more technology.
Yeah. It's going to be.
That's going to be the big thing. There's going to be a lot more technology. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Technology always has the way to be a benefit.
That's what I mean.
Always.
We'll be on iPhone fucking 25 or whatever by then.
My iPhones are a fucking scam. My lad at work just got the brand newest one. Is that the same one you've got? The newest one?
I've got the 15 Pro.
So is that the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it, and there's a lad that's got like a 12 or a 13. They're the fucking same phone.
Yeah, the actual sort of point. It's just one's quicker and shit. It's just like PlayStation or Xbox. It's just upgrades.
It's the fucking. But I put it together. I said, "What?" He said, "No, mine runs this. What's your megapixels?" Yes, that was a couple of megapixels better and shit. And I was literally asking them to do shit side by side, load up stuff, and that. I'm thinking it's the same fucking phone. They haven't even changed the design. Like if I looked at them, just put them down, everything's the same. What the fuck is going on here? Like we are stuck in this. Because it's the same with Androids and shit. Like they always relatively have the same sort of look and feel about them. The inside might be a little bit different, but like, what is going on here? Why are we always fighting for the next upgrade when the next upgrade isn't even really an upgrade? And it's just weird.
It is weird.
It's so bizarre. But no, yeah, technology probably will have completely changed. It depends how you use it. There'll be technological stuff that will help save lives, or bring food to starving places and shit. There'll be stuff like help clean up oceans and that. But then there'll also be stuff where it can, easier ways for people to hack your ways to get information and rob you. And
yeah.
So it depends how it's used and who it's used by and stuff.
It's the technology. It'll always be around now. It will be for the foreseeable future.
And we literally, like I said, now it's relied upon. It's, you can't go in anywhere without, I can't go anywhere without a phone. You can't. Other people can't. Or come in and play your games or watch, your streaming sites.
Like we were discussing at the beginning of the podcast, Wi-Fi. Everything is gone through
to be connected,
Wi-Fi.
yeah. And
do you know where Wi-Fi came from? I haven't established this the other day. Do you know where Wi-Fi came from? It was invented by a woman.
Right.
So women can fucking big up on this one. It got invented by a woman to help NASA track down how their rockets went to space and shit like that. And then it's kind of roughly it's where it came from. And then it got turned around into what Wi-Fi is today. Right. But it was a woman that basically invented Wi-Fi.
Fair enough. That's quite cool, isn't it? It is weird that we're all constantly connected by that sort of shit. That's why honestly though, I recommend people do it. I love nothing more than like this morning I was up at 3:15, didn't need to be, got up at 3:15, and I sat on that step with that fat saggy moron that's destroying a drain cover, and I had a coffee and a fag with just silence, and it was fucking bliss.
Oh no, I forgot to turn my alarm off, so my alarm got fucking woke up at 4:15. Right, no. Got turned off.
Snooze.
Got up at 7. I got a bit of a line.
Yeah. Obviously, sleep's amazing and whatnot, that shit like that. But I love them early hours, and that's why I love back shifts. I love being up when it feels like the world's asleep. Obviously, the world isn't asleep because there's people on the other side of the world still up, but it just feels like it because of where I'm at.
Yeah.
And it just feels so nice. It's like you're the only person that exists, and you're like, there's no opinions, there's no arguments. It's just quiet and just. The machines that run at work, the constant
Would you not be better off working night shift then?
Yes and no. The only thing is the social part of it. If I was constant nights, our cinema trips or seeing law and shit like that, it wouldn't affect. It's not great for a social sort of like no, yeah, because your job physically keeps you away. It'd be all right if I was, married with kids and all that kind of shit, and I had my weekends for the football stuff, and I was already doing shit and whatnot. But if you want some sort of, awareness of realise where you're at in time and shit, you kind of need to be plugged in. That's why I don't mind half late, half early, because I know I'll get a week of just sheer peace and whatnot. And then the early stuff, sometimes Andy wants help down the shop or not, or somebody, I can do the social shit, I can do the meet-up stuff, I can go to the pub and watch football. But then, back shift's quite nice. Like the kids, for example, the two young lads are on the back shift. They hate back shift because they know when they're working, their mates are out driving about and doing shit and that, and they're missing that. Like I said, so I get it. But yeah, it's quite nice to just.
I could never like back shift.
Most people don't. I think I'm a minority.
I think I was just too used to getting up early and getting straight to work. I think that's what my problem is.
Even up back shit, I'll come in, I'll go to bed at 4 and I'll be up at 7. Because like I can't be arsed. It sounds stupid. I hate wasting time on sleep. Like I really fucking hate it.
Yeah, I like sleep.
Yeah, there will be nights and stuff where I'll crash. But like, say, for example, I don't know how I've done it, but I like it. I've trained myself to get up before my alarms. As soon as my alarm, if I'm thinking my alarm goes off, that's the best thing I ever did years and years ago was get straight out of bed. I can't be doing with this none of the 10 more minutes. And like with work, for example, for me, if you're on time, you're late. So if I need to start at 4 in the morning if I'm on earlies, I like to be there at 3:30, and then I can get in coffee. I like to steadily go into the day. I hate seeing the people that come in just on time, like straight into the mix of it, straight into the hell. And you're like, oh my god, you could have had half an hour to wave yourself. And again, it's not for everybody. There's a lad at work that really does. He literally says, I cannot just do more. And I can't get up. And it's just the way his body is. The way it is what it is. But I love getting there nice and early and having the little bit of quiet before we go to our version of war at work, and just being like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm mentally prepared. I've got a coffee. I've got my flask ready. We're ahead of the day. Let's go. I don't like this. Just go. It's horrible. Like at the end of every back shift, we stop for 20 minutes, have a coffee, unwind, have a bit of a nap and a crack. So blah blah blah. Just chat, see how everybody's doing on like my little squad and that, and away we go. So it's just right. See you later. Clock out, but home. We'll unwind for 20 minutes together as a team and just relax. It's nice. But yeah, I really need a shower, mate. Really need a shower. But yes, visuals, time is just getting away from us.
Time is.
So make the most of it. Make what you got to do with it. And if you're one of the people that know when man bags become a thing, please let us know, because I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
We are nowhere near fashion, are we?
No, we fuck, mate. I'd say you're probably arguably more fashionable than me because you wear at least branded shit. The only branded stuff I really wear is my shoes, which is either Nike or Vans. Or no, Adidas. I've got my Adidas high tops. But the rest of it's just Marvel, flannel from Primark, jorts from Asda. Or quite often, if we're at the cinema, I just stay cozy. My fluffy thingies and a hoodie, and that's me. I've got no time for being like, oh, we're going out now. If I was going on a night out or shit, like the works do, I'd, a bit more. But I'm going to say with Chris, I'm literally going there to relax. So I'm not going to get uncomfortable and wear minging shit. It's fucking bliss. But no, we will end it there. I'm going to clean up after the dog, little fucking fat cunt. But visuals, yeah, let us know, whatever. And let's keep on.
Bye.
Hey, I thought you forgot what you were going to say there. Chris,
I was going to try and say something else, but
Chris
I didn't know.
Glitched for a sec. You rebooted. Bye-bye.
Bye.